Hi there, fantastic folks. Welcome back to the next episode of our podcast, Empowering People, Enabling Business. I'm Ara, the HR business partner at Janosh Team, and I'm here with an amazing colleague of mine, Camille, our HR service lead. You know, guys, Janosh Team is a 100% remote working company, and that's a whole different ball game from the traditional setup. That's why our HR process is all about embracing the digital vibes. Today, we are delving into the exciting world of HR digitalization in the realm of remote work. But before we jump into the deep end, Cams, mind sharing your HR journey and how you ended up rocking it here at Janosh Team? Let's build the HR team.
Hi everyone, Camille here. I'm the HR services lead at Ginash team. Just a little backstory. My journey began 8 years ago, fresh out of college. I had a degree in human resources
Hmm.
development, and admittedly, I was a bit of a rookie back then. So I
Hmm.
started as an HR assistant at one of the major retail companies in the Philippines. So my focus back then was with timekeeping and compensation and benefits. I
Mhm.
had a countless experience. I know you also have that one. So who has not countless experience, right? So I've
Mhm.
experienced a lot and grown to be here with you, all of you today, and ready to support our amazing team. So I joined Gymnasium back in 2021 May as an HR generalist. And then I have learned a lot since then, delving into the other facets of HR,
Mhm.
and was given an opportunity last April 2023 to lead the HR services team. And yeah, I can say that it's great to be here actually. I'm really grateful to be here with the team and with the company. And I'm excited to chat with you more about how the evolution we've seen in HR, especially in gymnastics.
Yeah, I'm also very excited to have this conversation with you, Cam. So that's very cool. So that means that you did have an experience working in both in person and remote setting, right? Would
Yes.
you mind to briefly share your daily HR tasks back then compared to now where we bring everything online? Does it greatly different?
Sure thing. So every day, my daily tasks
Mm-hmm.
includes printing of daily time attendance reports,
Mm-hmm.
and then every payroll cut off, which is twice a month. So I print
Mm-hmm.
another set of attendance reports again, and that is
Okay.
only for timekeeping part. Ara, we have benefits too, right? So, but for benefits, oh boy, if you can only imagine the pile of loan applications I receive, both from company and government loan forms, right? So yeah, it's never ending, right? They want to loan and loan again, and then yeah. Another thing is the approval process. Ara, if you can,
Uh-huh.
imagine the approval process before, right? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, it takes a week, sometimes more than that, because sometimes the approver is on leave, or with our case, because we have multiple branches, so
Mm-hmm.
they are assigned to other branches. And what
Mm-hmm.
we do is we had to use Messenger, a person itself, to courier the files back and forth. So yeah, very, very.
I do understand that. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I agree with you, Cam. Things have actually definitely changed, right? Since the printer ink disaster, typewriters there. Now technology is the name of the game, right? Making work more faster,
Mm,
more efficient, and more accessible, no matter where you are or where you come from, all right? So
yes.
let's start by chatting about how remote work has
Mm-mm.
shaken up the recruitment games in HR. Say goodbye to
Okay.
those never
Mm-mm.
ending lines of printed CVs, am I right?
Yes, absolutely, Ara. Platforms like LinkedIn and JobStreet have made things seamless. And hey, we've got our own platform to at Genash Team, if just FYI, which is Jedi Jobs, which
Yeah.
focuses on remote work opportunities, Ara, and especially for skilled individuals from the marginalized communities.
Woo!
So there. So aside from there, from Jedi Job, so which I'm about to discuss or to
Hmm.
advertise later. So let's save that one for later. So just a story to tell.
Okay.
My
Okay.
personal experience from being an applicant. So I remember going into business district to send my CVs to the companies there because we have a business district in Makati. So I go
Mm-hmm.
there. It's in the capital region of the Philippines. And then I send my resume to all of the companies there, all of the buildings literally under the
Oh, is
sun,
it?
in high heels and in pencil skirt. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's much of a hassle, and I can still imagine the pain in my feet from wearing those high heels. So good thing we have
Oh,
already online job platforms, right?
yeah, I'm very impressed of your enthusiastic Camille that you go for each of the company to send your resume on that. Wow, that's a very new story for me. I want to share also that back in the traditional office days, right? When it comes to the recruitment setting process that we have to receive as
Mm-mm.
CVs and to make an offer letter and so on, I had to play the
Yes.
waiting
Mm-mm.
game with the printer just to get some resume.
Really?
Oh yeah. Oh boy, sometimes that printer went wild. There is not enough wing. They do a funky colors and printer doing their own thing. Oh my god. Thankfully, no more printer drama in remote work, right? So now
Mm-mm.
everything is
Correct.
digital
Mm-mm.
and we are dancing to a much happier tune. So no more waiting for the printer to be happy. That's such a big relief for me.
Because printers sometimes have their own
Yeah.
souls, right?
Yeah. Now let's switch lanes and talk about how we bring interviews fully online. So, say goodbye to the hassle of dealing with those
Mm-mm.
pesky traffic jams, right? It is a thing of the past. And in this remote work era, interviews have gracefully transitioned from the traditional office setting to the virtual realm, okay? So no more rushing
Mm-mm.
through crowded street. Instead, we are navigating interviews from the comfort of our own digital space. Quite the shift, right? Don't you think, Cams?
Exactly. These days virtual interviews are the new
Mm-hmm.
norm, especially after the pandemic, right? So, and
Mm-hmm.
the good thing with that one, it opened doors for those especially with physical disabilities. And
Yeah.
I know you know that one, right? Because you have the experience
Mhm.
being one yourself. Yeah, and also real-time transcription has also been a game changer. So in fact, I had inspiring interviews with the deaf and visually impaired candidates and all things of technology like real-time
Mm.
transcription. So I was able to finish and conduct the interview with them. So Ara, you mentioned also that since you are one with physical disability, right? So what were the challenges of
Okay,
applying?
so yeah, thank you for the question, Kams. Okay, I do agree with you that this virtuals interview online does give a very big benefit, especially for for our communities like having a disabilities challenge, right? For like you say, like
Mm-mm,
myself also I have a physical challenge, which is that I need to walk with my crutches. Okay, so I depends on that. So obviously it is a very hazardous and it is a very difficult for me to actually to go interview like a face-to-face interview,
mm-mm,
right? Because you need to have your own transport. Yeah, you need to actually to be independent by yourself to go to outside.
mm-mm. Right.
And yeah, I'm saying your camps is it's giving me a lot of difficulty because I need to hustle myself
Mm-mm,
to go to that. But when
mm-mm.
I have an interview with Janash team, I am very relieved that
Mm-mm.
we do a virtual interview and I perfectly can
Yes.
do
Mm-mm.
it at my comfort home. So that's a very big
Mm-mm.
relief for me. So
Yes,
but I
that's
really
correct.
yeah, but I really fascinated on how exactly when you are sorry that you have been interviewed some of the people with a challenge with deaf and visually impaired, right? Is a very fascinating because it is remarkable on how these innovations are making the interview process more inclusive and accessible, right? So
Yes,
what a
correct.
very great
Mm-mm.
relief on that one. But one concern that will online interviews effective enough to access the candidate because we can't really read some body language, or when we are giving
Mm-mm.
written assessment, the candidate might Google it, right? What will you say about that?
I totally get the concern about
Mm-hmm.
it, Ara. So online interviews for us are like virtual blind dates. Yeah, hey, we've got tricks on
Yeah.
our sleeve. So no need to worry about that, right? So we're
Yeah.
recruitment and HR after all. Yeah, sure, we miss the body language, but we catch the vibes, right? It's in
Mm-hmm.
our soul,
Yeah.
it's in our skills, it's in our body. So the enthusiasm and the quirks that make someone or the candidate awesome. So, and Googling answers, we've got brain teasers that make you think
Mm.
quickly and show your real skills. Yeah, it's one of the tricks that we, somehow a
Ah.
secret, but not a secret already, since I told you about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we spilled the tea already. Okay. So So meaning that even though that we are not doing the physical, like traditional setup for the interview, we still can catch the excitement and the vibe that they have been given by the candidates, right? And how we exactly
Yes, or
catch up on how they are critical thinking and so on when we are giving them an
mm-mm.
assessment. So this is how we actually make it comfortable with this visual interview. So I do
Yes.
understand about that.
Mm-mm.
So absolutely, Cams, I agree with you. So I love the positive vibes. So it's like we are bringing the in-the-person energy to the virtual worlds, right? And those brain teasers sounds like a fun challenge. So, all right, Cams, let's talk about employee management now. So, I believe the days of paper trails for employee management are long gone, right? So, right now we have like a HRMS platform like Oracle and our own leave application, which is we call as a NAD, non-assignment day
Mm-mm. Yeah.
applications. Yeah, right. So it makes everything quick and efficient from leave requests to performance review. And when come to performance evaluation, I guess many might wondering on how will it be done in this remote setting. Also how do actually we monitor all our team members, either they are working or not, without seeing them in person?
Ara, I used to think that going remote was a huge deal. No faces, no smiles,
Mm-hmm.
just emails and calls. And,
Yeah.
sometimes the video call is optional, right? But guess what? That's really not
Mm-hmm.
the scary part. So, sure, I miss the office banter and handshakes,
Mm-hmm.
but we have the emojis, right? And funny GIFs that we
Yeah.
usually, share with each other that totally bring in the fun and, jokes every time. And as for keeping everyone on track, well, it's still all about making sure they're okay. So virtual
Mm-hmm.
check-ins are still there. Lunch breaks over Zoom, the one that we do,
Mm-hmm.
right? We
Yeah.
take lunch breaks and coffee breaks together. So yeah, it works like magic still. Plus the best part, everyone's got their phone glued to them anyway. So we can connect easily with them. So of course, except for the fact that they have life outside work and we gotta respect that one. So yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I agree with that. And I do really love about, how we have our coffee breaks, how we have, engage with our team
Yes.
members with the virtual,
Mm-mm.
and we indeed play a virtual games, right? To actually to have a fun with
Yeah.
our team together. So it is a very fun
Mm-mm.
way to make engagement because, in the traditional setting, they're always thinking that, to make a people engage, we need to do like a team building activity, like a physical touch and physical face to face, right? So, but for the
Mm-mm.
virtual teams, right, we're having it here, we also can make engagement with our teams by using all the technology that we're having here, such as right now we have like a Microsoft Teams, right? We are playing game with them,
Mm-mm.
and I do have a lot of enjoy about doing this engagement thing with all the teams there.
Yes, and speaking of technology, that as you
Mm-hmm.
have said, so attendance wise, as a former timekeeper myself, I
Mm-hmm.
can say that my work became easier, unlike before, that I
Mm-hmm.
always need to check the watch beside the attendance machine and the good old bandy clock. And but now, I can feel at ease and I don't need to check every single time, thanks to the innovations made and thanks to
Yeah.
technology. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that is correct. Okay, beside the performance assessment, right, is there any other aspect of HR that has been now transformed by digitalization?
Yes, so aside from performance assessment, recruitment, so in training and development, we also have seen a revolution. So
Mm-hmm.
remote work has shifted from the traditional workshop towards online courses that made it more accessible, especially for those in the marginalized
Oh,
communities.
mm-mm, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-mm. So our own My Learning
Mm-hmm.
Universe is a testament to that one.
Ooh, this is very fascinating. Can you share more about the My Learning Universe to our listener?
Okay, so My Learning Universe, so as Jen Ashton is committed to fostering a culture of continuous learning, so we
Mm-hmm.
made our very own My Learning Universe, which is our learning management system. And of course, it offers a diverse range of free training modules for both internal and external audiences. And additionally, aside from My Learning Universe courses, we provide also access to renowned platforms like Coursera, LinkedIn Learning, and EDX, and empowering our team members and even sponsoring refugees to pursue further
Mm.
education through EDX courses. So, Ara, this comprehensive approach that we have only reflects our unwavering dedication to personal and professional development for everyone in the company and also outside the company.
That is amazing. I mean that we also consider on how the Janosh team member is developed, right? We give a very platform for them to accessible to do their own self development. You know what I like about the My Learning Universe a lot? First, I get to learn a lot. You know, they have a very much topic that
Mm-mm.
I actually can improve myself. And the second part is because it is free. Yeah, because it
Correct,
is
correct,
free,
correct.
you know. Yeah, we always know that, to get the training outside from for our own self development is usually have a cost, right? It costs us something.
Yes.
So,
Mm-mm.
but it is really, really, remarkable when exactly that we can have our own development and it's free. How can people do not want
Yes.
that? And I really love that one.
Mm-mm.
So another biggest challenge of HR when going fully cloud-based might be employees' engagement as it eliminates most of the face-to-face interaction, right? So the chit-chat during lunch or coffee break or even company annual dinner. So how do we deal with it?
So for the employees engagement, of course, we are prepared. So we did come with a few alternatives like the G Tribe, coffee
Mm-hmm.
sessions, newsletters at Janashim to make our team connected and engaged. So just a
Yeah.
little overview of what G Tribe is about because I know also the listeners are curious of what G Tribe is. So for those who have not heard about G Tribe, so G Tribes is consisting of a group of 6 to 18 members who are
Mm-hmm.
coming from different parts of the organization, and it's led by a tribal chief. And then for G Tribes, the purpose of this is actually to connect people within the organization. And other
Mm.
than that, so that they can meet other people, meet other traditions, since we are globally, right?
Mm-hmm.
Meet other people, to know more about their culture, about their traditions. So every month, so we have like 1 to 2 hours meeting among each tribe and talk
Mm-hmm.
about anything not related to work, playing
Mm-hmm.
games, sharing photos, sharing recipes, sharing our personal issues, and sometimes it's our care bear when we wanted some advice and care right there.
Yeah.
And also to foster camaraderie, aside from G Tribes, we also
Mm-hmm.
host lively in-person get-togethers and complement them with engaging virtual activities like chess tournaments, talent shows, and also scavenger hunts. So for this one, the only virtual activity since I just joined last
Mm-hmm.
2021, the one that I have joined is the scavenger hunt, which is really really exciting because
Well,
you
I
get
really want
to work
to
on your
yeah
brains. Yeah.
to involve in this.
Yeah.
In the next time we are doing this, I really want to involve in this.
Yeah, so I hope, in this year we would have another scavenger hunt. And then also these digital celebrations keeps our team connected and of course bring out the competitive spirit even if we are, miles apart. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, who says that virtual remote working employee cannot have a fun days with their team members, right? So we do have a lot of activities for them, even though it's just a virtual team. Even have a chance to meet them face to face. But we recognize our team member based on this activity that we have it here. So it's very fascinating,
Mm-mm.
and I am very enjoy with all the activities that we have virtually with our team members
Yeah,
here.
same.
Cams, considering you have been with Janashti more than me for I think most about over 2 years, right? So what are the key difference you have noticed in managing employee between, in person in your past experience and currently in remote companies such as Janashti itself right now?
Actually, great question, Ara, but I
Mm-hmm.
want to keep my answer short. So,
Okay.
in person often meant micromanagement due to physical proximity, right? But
Mm-hmm.
for remote work shifts to happen, you need to focus on trust because it
Mm-hmm.
empowers your team members to take ownership and be creative. We are living in 2024 already. So there's no much management needed because I think this is the generation wherein we are mostly independent and building trust
Yeah.
based on delivered outcomes is the best thing that as a people manager you can give to your subordinates.
Yeah, definitely. And in addition to that, I believe that remote work isn't just a game changer for employees because it is also easy on the
Mm-mm.
wallet. No more
Yes, of
expensive
course.
commute or take out lunches, right? Plus, it is a safety
Yes.
first approach, working for
Mm-mm.
the comfort of home. I can actually like cooking at my home very safely and I can do my work and it is very beneficial for a remote working employee here, right, Cams? It is.
Yeah, yeah. Who doesn't love home cooked meals, right? Instead of takeout
Yes.
meals, right, Tara?
Yes, and we doesn't have to worry about our expenses to go out to work, our expenses on transport and so
Mm-mm.
on, right? So
Yes.
yes, this is why I'm saying that this is a very game changer changer for all the employees. Okay, Cam,
Yes.
so when we're talking about trust, building trust in remote work, as you saying, is very crucial, right? So how does it play into respecting work-life balance?
So yeah, absolutely. For remote work, values results over constant checking in. So as I have said earlier, it respects employees or team members' work-life balance and acknowledging that life doesn't pause during office hours. And also to improve the well-being of our staffs or our team members, we have implemented the total flexibility and take some policy. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I will take my team as an example for this one. So me as a people manager, I'm not strict when it comes to time attendance, and I don't really ask them to complete, a total of 8 hours per day in front of their PC. So I don't ask them to do that, but it will hurt their eyes. Yeah. So I have them work based on their deliverables daily. And if they have free time after, so what I do is I encourage them to look for training opportunities that can help them to foster their career. And
That's
if they have
great.
a personal errand, yeah, yeah. Because of course training is also important for them, right? Not
Yes.
just work, yeah. And if they have a personal errand for, let's say, less than 3 hours, and
Mm-hmm.
I let them do their errand, and yeah, if they are not yet done with their deliverables, then they can resume once their errand is done.
Yeah, that's cool, Cam. So, how about the take some policy? What is it about? Can you share to us?
Okay, so TSP, or take some policy as we call it here at Ginash Team, is an unlimited paid leave program of Ginash Team for team members to self-regulate to ensure that the business continues to be strong and profitable and strong
Mm-hmm.
and grow. So in taking leave or in taking the off, so
Mm-hmm.
team members should always consider the client, our principals, and other team members who have to cover for them. Because since it's unlimited, right? So we have to
Mm-hmm.
be sensitive, right? Sensitive enough
Yeah,
and
that's
have to be responsible, right? And also for TSP or take some policy, this includes medical leave, paid
mm-hmm.
vacation leave, child and elder care, personal errands, public holidays, maternity and paternity leave. So yeah, even public holidays. Since for gymnasium we have people in more than 25 countries, right? So yeah.
That's great. Yeah. Now, as we know that Janash team member, as you said, that we are coming from all our countries, right? And with a diverse culture, definitely we have a challenge. So, how does Janash team handle this?
So yeah, at Gymnasium we celebrate our diverse workforce and we spread it across 20 countries around the globe with different group
Mm-hmm.
of marginalized communities. So it's really essential to be respectful and considerate. So the key is empathy over assumptions.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we always consider differences with care that fuels teamwork with all of us.
Yeah, I agree with you, Cam. And one more thing before we wrap up on these things. How does Janash team support employees with special needs, especially in marginalized communities?
Yeah, so most of the time, our employees from marginalized communities are able to perform well without any
Mm-hmm.
additional support. However, we are
Mm-hmm.
committed in creating a more inclusive environment here at Shenash Team. So we have made
Mm-hmm.
adjustments in HR policies and employee benefits to ensure that everyone has the support they need. For instance, just an example, we have external counselors available to support team
Mm-hmm.
members as needed. Yeah, and additionally, we prioritize the wellness of our team and
Mm-hmm.
actively encourage them to utilize facilities such as gym memberships and spa. And I would say the most important thing is to actively listen to the employees, identify their needs and look for the best initiative that could improve their well-being.
Wow, I definitely after this I will look to check out any spots that I can go. So this is,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think when we come to the well-being of the employees, right? So I'm not saying that not all of the a company outside that actually given this kind of the benefit to their own staff here. So I really, really appreciate, when actually Janash team has really, really cared about the well-being of Janash team members itself and giving an opportunity for us to relieve the stress of ourselves, which is by attending a spa or gyms, right? So yeah, I
Yes.
definitely will check out my
Mm-mm.
schedule after this.
You
So
should
let's
go
go together.
one, and you should go for
Yeah,
one, Ara, on your weekend.
I think we should go together, Cams.
If only
Okay.
I can go there, or you can go here.
It's okay. It's okay. We have a plan. We have a plan. Okay. Next day after this, we plan
Okay.
together. Okay. So, Cam,
Okay.
all right, Cam, thank you very much, Cam, for such an informative sharing. So, before we end our session today, I remember that you did mention about Jedi jobs a while ago, right? So,
Yep.
perhaps you may share a little bit more with our listener.
Sure, of course. Jedi Jobs of Genashtim is one of our initiatives in extending our mission of empowering marginalized communities, including persons with disabilities,
Mm-hmm.
refugees, retirees, and women from oppressed environment, by creating more remote work opportunities primarily in the Southeast Asian region. So what we do is we connect skilled individuals who face difficulty being employed in the physical workforce to the companies who are concerned on making a social impact by offering sustainable and dignified employment opportunities. So if you are
Ah,
currently looking for a remote job, so for all the listeners out there, or if you
mm-hmm.
are an employer who is interested to join us, so feel free to join us and visit our website at jedijobs.com or jedi-jobs.com to learn more and sign up today.
It was a very good information, Cam. So for all our
Mm-mm.
listeners here, don't forget to look up our jedijobs.com. Okay, and that's it. Thank you so much, Cam, for accompanying me for our session today.
Thanks for having me, Ara. It's such a pleasure. So until next time, so stay remote and stay awesome, guys.
You too. Okay, so dear listener, we extend our gratitude for joining us in the episode of the podcast. So we trust you have found the content both insightful and engaging. If you have appreciated what you have heard, we kindly encourage you to press the subscribe button to ensure you never miss an episode. So now, turning our attention to our upcoming episode, we are delighted to share that a distinguished guest will be joining us. This esteemed individual will delve into the methodologies of measuring a company's social and environmental impact, emphasizing their commitment to assisting company globally in obtaining B Corp certification. So guys, stay tuned for this insightful conversation. Until next time, happy listening.